Welcome. Once again we are looking at art. River has continued to create still life art throughout his many periods. The idea of still life as a theme for a group of paintings is actually a classic tradition. River brings several points of view to separate periods. Early in the 70s, River constructed a motif of brilliant pattern confirming the graphic surface on which a dance of form plays across. Many of these large works read as a monumental landscape rather than the traditional easel painting. Crossing these boundaries, River involves us in the definition of what we see. Color is a continuing group of relationships which interact both individually and globally. Emotion is the subjective lens River examines the work with. The cutting board is a later period which brings an earthy feel to the assemblage. The cutting board was also a threshold to assembling meals. River saw some of the paintings as a suspended theatre capturing the play behind the scenes. Cubist interests surface for the occasional reference to another creative stream. The Red Bottle is another group of works taking yet another look at the still life. The periods evolve over the years. The look and feel of the work becomes a seasonal transition. Scattering color, light, and a chaotic play of highlights introduces new patterns across the paintings. The art continues to reflect exploration into possible variations the experience might take. Pattern, color, and orchestration of brush marks continue to express River's unique discoveries. The basket group of paintings were closer to the traditional still life. River finds pattern and clusters of color markings to pull out the underlying abstraction. Re-establishing the drawing within the painting introduces a new stylistic twist. The Cubist basic forms are another avenue River explores for discovering structure within the still life. Painterly expression gives way to realist interpretation, and another cycle of investigation begins. An extensive series of abstractions based on the studio setting focuses on variations of color, pattern, and suggested movement. A kinetic transference from one painting to another continued a waveform of creative interpretation. The iterations of these interpretations are almost similar to a flock of birds, or school of fish finding fandom movement. A painterly expressive brushwork embeds the energy, motion as directionality within brush marks echo the flock-like pattern of motion. Pattern and color dominate the picture, taking the image into a flood of expression. The variety within a focused groups of works underlines River's exhaustive search. Just when we think we have seen an established trend in the series, a bold alteration resets our orientation.